Hey everybody, this is Trevor and you're watching my channel Social Dilemma. So today, let me give you my prediction on who the 47th President of the United States of America will be. Drum roll. Okay, so my prediction for the 47th President of America, let me tell you who it's not going to be. Shits and Giggles, better known as Biden and Harris, will not be going back in. Biden is far too old and he is not in shape to be president of the United States. And Kamala Harris just, giggles all the time. She's not president material. She's not even VP material. So those two out. Now, so before I tell you who my prediction is going to be, I'm going to tell you that, I don't know how to word this. I was thinking, I know who I think would be an excellent president and VP for the United States to steer the ship back in a good direction. And this isn't, I don't know. I guess for many years I was a conservative, also liberal. I had some liberal views as well too, and then around 2009 I combined like liberal and my conservative views, and really came to find out, hey, I'm a voluntarist or libertarian, more so voluntarist. But anyways, since voluntarist ways of living might come to be in the next 100 years. I'll keep promoting it, but until that time, I just want to give my prediction on who's going to be the next president. So let me just tell you, the 47th president of the United States is going to be Michelle Obama. I know a lot of conservatives and Republicans out there are shouting, "No, she won't. Trump will beat her." And listen, anyone the Republicans put up against Michelle Obama, they're gonna fail. They might beat her in a debate, but I think the millions of Democrats that are kind of undecided right now, the purples, who begrudgingly might vote Republican, would definitely go back and vote Democrat should Michelle Obama run as president, and I think she will. Okay, she's obviously got a far more energy than Joe Biden, and she's way better at speaking than Kamala Harris. Does that mean I think she's right for president? No. But she just will win on that star-studded power, and the liberals like to go on that. And okay, so I think she'll win. And I'm going to tell you in a second who I think she'll have as her running mate, which is a complete wild card. But I have heard this theory brought out, and I think she'll it'll just boost her votes, and people will vote when this certain person joins her as VP. But who I think should run in the Republican Party for VP, absolute hands down, Tulsi Gabbard. I think Tulsi Gabbard will one day make a good president. And I think her in the Republican Party as the VP is a solid choice. Now, this is where the Republicans, they do have a lot more choices in who could run for president in the Republican Party than the Democrats do. But because I think Michelle Obama is going to run, it really isn't going to matter who the Republicans put in. And is love him or hate him, I think Donald Trump is just too old. He's going to be too old in the next election. He's too whatever. I don't know. Didn't think he was all that great anyways, but I don't think he could beat Michelle Obama. And the person who I think they should put into the position is Rand Paul, the fella from Kentucky. And I think he would make an excellent president with his VP of Tulsi Gabbard. And I think if they went 2 terms, they would turn America into a direction that is economically better, just better all around. I think those two put their heads together, and very intelligent people, okay? And I like how Rand Paul conducted himself during the last 2 years of the cerveza sickness. And Tulsi Gabbard, she's coming out as an intelligent person. Really like her. So I think she'd be a solid choice for VP. And she'd make a good president after 2 terms with Rand Paul. But that's a sensible choice. That's a sound choice. I think those two would come together and they would be good for liberals and both conservatives. As where I don't think Michelle Obama would be good for conservatives. She's just going to further drive conservatives away, and liberals will vote for her. And this is the weird part. I know everyone's going to think this is really strange, but I think her VP will be. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but from just researching the people around there, I don't think the Democrats have a very good candidates. So I think for her VP, she's going to pick Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Bear with me here. I know The Rock, the wrestler, the movie star. But here's why I think she'll go with him. Liberals would love him. Okay? He'd be extremely charismatic. He would go into a debate. Does he know as much as Tulsi and Rand when it comes to politics? No. Not even as much as Michelle Obama. But he would get into a debate, and I tell you, he'd probably he would hold his own, if not do better. He would study the issues, and he'd be one hell of a good-looking guy up front there. Okay, good-looking, charismatic. People love him. Okay, he's not controversial. I don't think he's ever been in any tabloids in a bad way, and yeah, being up on there, he probably wouldn't even have to read a teleprompter. I mean, he would absolutely look fantastic up there with Michelle Obama. And if that's the team that I think they would put together, they would beat like the Rand Paul and Tulsi Gabbard. Unfortunately, okay, it's not the smartest choice, but it's like when John F. Kennedy went up against Richard Nixon in the live television debate. Nixon actually scored more points than John F. Kennedy, but John F. Kennedy looked so good up there, man. He was like the Rock up on the stage. So I think that's how it would look, you've got two very charismatic people in Michelle Obama and Dwayne Johnson. Good looking. And Michelle, they would know enough. They would know all the issues and come out and debate. I think they would do quite well against Rand Paul and Tulsi Gabbard, but I think the better choice would be Tulsi Gabbard and Rand Paul. But I mean, whoever gets into the leadership role because of those qualities, it seems to be the person who's, I don't know, it always seems to be the slickest people and whatnot. Sometimes it just seems that way. So I really do think the 47th president of the United States is going to be Michelle Obama. And the wild card VP, maybe, they don't go with him, but I think the wild card and I would be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, okay? And I think that anyone the Republicans put up against that team would not be able to beat them, okay? Liberals would come out in droves just to vote for Michelle Obama. And I don't know, Dwayne, if he does good in the debates and whatnot, could look good for the Democrats as well. So Michelle Obama, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the Democratic Party tickets, 47th president and VP, and the Republicans. I know there's Ron DeSantis and people talk about him. I don't know. I don't think he could beat Michelle Obama. I think their best bet is to try to get Tulsi Gabbard on as definitely in the VP ticket, and I think she would make a great president one day. But who could the Republicans put up against Michelle Obama? Now, there's a lot of talk of Trump. I guess maybe try him. I don't know, but I think the best person for the job would be Rand Paul, just because of the way he handled himself during the cerveza sickness. I really admired him. His father being Ron Paul, so he's definitely got a lot of political knowledge and economic knowledge to fall back on. And Ron Paul is is a very good student and teacher of the Austrian economics, which I wish government would operate on. At the very least, if the United States government could use their constitution and operate on Austrian economics, which is the exact opposite of Keynesian, it's like the exact Austrian economics is the exact opposite of like Marxism, if that helps anyone out. And so I think Rand Paul would bring that to the table. And Tulsi Gabbard seems very sharp. I've seen her in interviews. I think those two would make a great team and take America back on a better course. But sure enough, the Democrats, if they put in Michelle Obama as their president on the ticket, I just can't see who in the Republican Party would beat them. Beat at least her. I'm going to go with the wild card of Dwayne The Rock Johnson as VP, but pretty much anyone they put in that position for VP in the Democratic Party they're just looking someone to help bring back the liberals who are purple in the United States right now. And I don't know who the Republicans could put forward as president that would beat Michelle Obama. So that's my predictions for the 47th president and vice president of the United States. President going to be Michelle Obama, and vice president on a wild card here, I think would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I know that sounds weird saying that. I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying that, but I'm going to get a lot of flack for saying Michelle Obama's going to be president, but I really don't see who the Republicans can put forward. Like before, I said Ron DeSantis, nah. Trump, I don't think so, and who else? I don't know. Rand Paul. I think Rand Paul's a good choice. I did hear someone say that that Trump on the Republican president ticket with Rand Paul as his VP would be a really strong choice. If Trump goes, there's something about the conflict between him and Ron DeSantis. Not in a bad way. They don't seem to have conflict between each other personally, but that Ron DeSantis wouldn't do the VP position. Somehow, there's no bad conflict. It's just they wouldn't have that ticket. So, again, you could have Trump and Tulsi Gabbard. Would that be enough to beat Michelle Obama and whoever else they put against? I don't know. There seems to be a lot of support still for Trump. Yet, are people tired of him? I think that if he did run, I mean, he's 76 years old right now. Again, he's going to be in the same position that Biden's in right now. He'd be almost 80 years old, and people's faculties start to lose it then. If you're going to be the leader of the most powerful country in the world, you gotta have your faculties right about you. So that's why I think that Rand Paul and Tulsi Gabbard would be two excellent choices. Rand Paul, I believe, is 59, 60 years old. Perfect. Tulsi Gabbard is in her mid-40s. So I think 2 terms with those people. And then Tulsi Gabbard. I could see Rand Paul then doing 2 terms, stepping down, and then allowing Tulsi Gabbard to go on the presidential ticket. So I think that would be a great move for America to have those two lead them for the next 16 years, really. I mean, if you could have them for 2 terms, 8 years, and then Tulsi Gabbard could do 2 terms as president. I mean, I think it would really, truly turn America back around. As where I don't think that Michelle Obama and whoever she picks would be the choice to turn America around. It's kind of like, it just, it looks good, but, and people vote on emotion. That's the key to the Michelle Obama voting. It would be just people voting on emotion. She could not hold a candle to Tulsi Gabbard or Rand Paul in any kind of sense, economically, law, morals and ethics, and I just don't see it. I can't see her being better than those two, the Rand Paul and Tulsi Gabbard. But I think voting on emotion is, that's what a lot of people seem to do. So they don't vote on who's going to be the best leader. They just vote on, maybe who's going to be the most charismatic. And that's important too. Charisma, that's very important to have that in a leader. You have to have a leader who is charismatic and can carry themselves in a strong, a strong leadership way. Yet they have to be gentle enough to listen to the people they're going to be leading. So, and I don't think Michelle Obama encapsulates all of that. But a lot of people would vote for her just on emotion. And I think that's who the 47th president's going to be. So let me know below what you think. And that's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe I'll make an updated video maybe 6 months from now or something. But that's who I'm thinking is going to be president of the United States. Is going to be Michelle Obama. And not in a good way. I'm not really happy with that. But, that's just what I think is going to happen. Okay, so listen, everybody, stay free, and appreciate everyone who subscribed to my channel so far, and for the future people subscribing, thank you. And okay, stay free. Peace out. Love you all. Bye-bye.